What's up guys, welcome back to the third and final episode of the Noodle World series. I'm so glad to have you joining me today as we are finally going to beat the game and bring this challenge to a close. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I encourage you to check those out before this one if you want to see all the progression up until this point. With all that out the way, sit back, relax and get ready for the finale of the Noodle World series. Okay, so here we are, back in the Noodle World. The goal of today's video is to pretty much get to the Nether. I've been putting it off for quite a while now, and if I want to actually progress in the game, I'm going to need a reliable method of transport. And so we're going to put on the finishing touches of the base, and then get straight into the Nether operation. Head over to the Nether portal, it's not very far at all. Gather up the netherrack and stuff from there, and then that'll be enough to get going on the portal island. Here it is. So this is pretty much all we're after. Oh, and I'll take a gold block. Okay, there we go. We've successfully gathered up all the resources from the ruin portal. So now we're going to head back to base and start constructing that island. I think that'll be the okay size for a single nether portal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the nether portal. Once we've actually been to the nether, I'm going to bring back some more nether blocks to decorate this, because right now it looks bland, only really having the netherrack as the nether element. But I think after that this will look pretty good. Oh, and right away there's a dry grass. I was honestly not expecting that. Well, that's perfect. Okay. Then we'll get dried grass back to the overworld and put it in water, I think. That is a very strange sound. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna sit here and wait for this thing to do something, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Once my gear was up to scratch, I finished up the storage room and organized all the chests. This took way too long. However, there's something quite rewarding about having all the chests neatly labeled and organized. After all that, we still have one glaring issue. A severe lack of XP levels, which was limiting how far I could upgrade and repair my armor. I tried looking for a quick farm design, but none really suited the weirdness of this world. So I ended up just gathering a stupid amount of course, which got me the levels I needed. What happened next? Well, just take a look. Wait, what? Excuse me? Why am I here? There's diamonds, okay. Excuse me, what? How did my portal just unlink itself? We'd love to get rid of these guys first. I mean, hey, I won't be saying no to diamonds. Now let's try and find my way back to my base. I should probably... Ooh, diamonds. Diamonds, okay. What? That's 4 rows of diamonds, and I need to break this other portal. Otherwise they're going to link up again. It's probably gonna be like a 1 vein or something. Knowing my luck, I go all this way for a single diamond. Here it is. And let's see, is it a single one? It is indeed. What did I tell you? All that for, well, I suppose with fortune it dropped 2. But still, all that for a single diamond block. After I found that diamond, I was left with the choice. Play it safe, or take a high risk for a high gain. You only get 1 shot. It's up to you to take it. Well, that was probably a really stupid decision, considering my background of hopelessly missing water bucket clutches. I suppose I got a pretty cool clip out of it. And so, after the adventure, back to the video. I was ready at this point to begin the search for the fortress in the nether to get blaze rods and trading for pearls. Now I could certainly fight it by foot, but what would be the fun in that? So I had another idea. Just use the happy ghast. It seemed quite simple enough to begin with, except I would need a bigger portal. So down to deep state I went and mined up way too much obsidian. Okay, there we go. That'll be more than enough obsidian for the foreseeable future. Alright, obtaining obsidian is complete. So we can now build the portal for the ghast. Possibly do it like here or something. Do a little bit of building, just so it doesn't look that bad compared to the rest of the builds. There we go, that doesn't look too bad. I suppose. Now let's head on through, obviously emptying my inventory first, to then build the connecting big portal on the other side. Now, I probably should have used slabs for these. Thinking about it now. I'm sure it'll be fine. The portal itself will give off light, and I'll have a torch. So, we should be fine. Okay, let's hope that this links up correctly. It indeed does. That is amazing. Okay, cool. I am still riding the happy gas. That's good. And now can I go back? Okay, I can. Okay, awesome. This works. This works. Right. This is gonna make finding a fortress infinitely easier. So I'm gonna go get myself ready. Empty out my inventory, do all that stuff, and then we can begin the great search for a fortress. Okay, so we're all set in terms of the happy ghast. Oh. Well, would you look at that? Okay. Cool. There's one right here. In order to get enough ender pearls to craft Eyes of Ender, we need to get quite a significant amount of gold together, which can be traded with piglins. So, back to the mines we went. While mining up the gold, we made a huge discovery, a zombie spawner, which is the perfect source of XP. It's just super irritating we found it so late into the playthrough, but nevertheless, an XP farm could be helpful. So I gathered the materials for the farm and made my way back down to Deep Slate. With all that ready, I got to work. farm complete, I upgraded and repaired my armor to get ready for the trial chamber. Once I was ready, I made my way once again to the deep state layer, took a deep breath, and mined into the first room. I was determined to get mending, so thankfully the other villager didn't die. I built a small room to act as a trading center, even though it was only a single villager. Looking back at the footage, I spent an unnecessary amount of time trying to make it look semi-decent. Oh well, I suppose it could be a nice touch to the world. I went for a dark oak theme mainly because I didn't have access to spruce, unfortunately. I need one more slab. How is the game trolling me this much? The game cannot be this big of a troll. Surely.
Oh my piece!
Playing on an i3 is amazing. Makes the 9800 X3D look like child's play. With its astounding 2 cores and 128 megabytes of VRAM. Like, guys, this is NASA level stuff here. You know, I've actually no clue why I still do this. Like this farm. And like, I think I'm getting bone meal. But bone meal for what? I literally have no use for bone meal other than, I suppose, farming trees. But I need my emeralds, which are here. You know I have to make it look good. What theme are we going for? Deep slate. We'll do deep slate. Okay, after that minor oversight, we now have the villager once again contained. I then spent the next while cycling through the trays until I found mending. If it wasn't for that mod, Aish, I would have lost it. I don't know how some people can have the patience for an entire trading hall, not just one villager. After all that, I went AFK at the XP farm to repair my armor using the mending enchant. Okay guys, so we have spent quite a while AFKing at the it's called farm, and as you can see, I've gotten all my armor nicely repaired. Fortunately, I won't be able to get mending on my boots, but I've got now some spare levels to repair this if I need to. And so, yeah, I think we're ready to head back into the nether to start searching for those last ender pearls that I will need. And immediately my FPS is just absolutely tanked. Okay, so we need to try and find a nether waste biome. There was one there by the actually 2 strongholds. Wait, what? There's 2 strongholds? Damn, okay. Must be a lucky seed or something. How about we go there? The Crimson Forest. Temporary waypoint. I actually need these guys, so I probably shouldn't kill them. Okay, there we go. Now I can collect. And thank goodness for the bundles. Right, nether portal. Onwards we go. I suppose I should just make a bow. Obviously, a new bow. And then I can enchant it. Okay, we've got the levels we need. So now we're going to make our way back to the base to get that bow enchanted. Oh, it's because of the trial chamber stuff. Oh my days. Why are there so many babies? Why are there so many babies? No, man. Did you guys see how many babies there were? What? Okay, we are back now with the levels we need. So let's really get that bow enchanted, and then we'll be able to make our way to the stronghold to finally beat this game. It is very helpful having an XP farm just available. So let's combine those. 8. There's 8. Let's name it something. I can call it the Expo. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Not too shabby, hey? Not too shabby. Well then, let's sleep and throw the pearl to see where we will be heading. That direction. Just gonna pop. Oh no. There we go. Cool. Right. Onwards. Thanks to the happy ghast, finding a stronghold was a fairly pleasant process. We found a pale garden, which was pretty cool, as well as a dark oak forest. So after about 20 minutes of searching, we arrived at Minecraft's smallest stronghold. Okay, we have made it to the portal room. We're all in one piece. This is a huge moment in the world. Everything that I worked for, all the cut-out grinding, is coming together at this moment. I was not really sure what lay ahead at the end fight, but we're going to take it on together. Go. Place the bed. Yes! We've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have beaten Minecraft from nothing but a noodle world. So then, we place a torch underneath here, and then it should... And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the noodle world has been beaten. This is actually crazy. Here we are. Victorious, although now minus the happy ghost. There it is. Safe. I suppose. This is a single player world. It's not really going to get stolen by anybody. It's not like a server where everyone fights over the egg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the Noodle World series. This has been both a fun and challenging project, and somehow this is my first time beating the game in single player, so that's pretty cool. If you have a better PC than I do, I recommend checking this pack out. I'll leave a link down in the description. As you can see from the series, it's pretty crazy. If you've made it this far, thank you a million, I really do appreciate it. Please drop a like, subscribe, all that YouTube goodness, as that's the only way this channel can grow. And I've got something big planned for the future which you definitely do not want to miss out on. So thanks again for watching, and as always, I'm your host Colonel Loaded, and I'll catch you in the next one.